So I used to sneeze on people just for fun, you know, because I'm a jerk. I used to get just ahead of people a little bit, just off to the side, and then sneeze as hard as I could and throw extra spit and everything in there. And then afterwards I would play it off like I had no idea that they were there, but I, the whole time, knew they were there. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean for that to happen. I'm so sorry. I didn't know you were there. I really didn't. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. And to this day, I still really don't know why I really enjoyed doing that. And I never got punched in the face, even though I probably should have several times. A lot of people have forgiven me for some really stupid things that I've done over the years. And I'm really glad for that, so I like to return that favor. I know a lot of people that hold on to grudges forever, and it hurts them more than it hurts anybody else. Holding on to a grudge is like holding on to acid or something like that. It only hurts the person that's holding it. So I'm really quick to forgive other people because, well, like we talked about earlier, I'm a jerk and I've been forgiven a lot of things. I could tell you guys a lot of stories, but I really don't want to get in any more trouble for things that I'm currently doing. So shh. I will always give somebody else the benefit of the doubt. I've been in a lot of situations where I really shouldn't have forgiven the person that did the things that they did to me, but I did anyway. Not because it's the right thing to do or because it's going to end up hurting me later, but because that's what God would do, you know? So I'm not going to sit here and say that I've had worse experiences than you or anybody else because we've all had terrible experiences, but we still have to forgive them. And for some reason, that's easy for me. I will always think that somebody else had different intentions in mind. And yeah, that ends up getting you hurt a lot of times, but it's worth getting hurt. That's not where I have the problem. You see, I have the problem forgiving me. And I've been avoiding this video for a while now because I don't want to talk about this. See, like I said, I will always give somebody else the benefit of the doubt. Like, maybe their intentions were different than what that was. But I can't lie to myself like that. I knew my terrible intentions from the start. I can't hide the story behind maybes and ifs and whats. I know exactly what happened. I spend all day with me, and I'm a terrible person. Like, I used to sneeze on people just for fun. Like, that's not cool, man. Like, what the heck are you doing? The only other person that knows all of my intentions and every thought I've ever had is God. And he actually chose to forgive me. As a matter of fact, he knew what I was going to do before I even did it, before I was even born. And yet, he still chose that he was going to forgive me. Forgiveness doesn't make any sense to me. I know what I did, and I know what I deserve. Forgiveness is not what I deserve. I deserve to be punished. I deserve to hold these things against myself. But God still sits there and says, I forgive you, and I look him in the face and say, I don't care, I don't. At that point, I'm basically telling God that he's not God, that I am. I'm sitting here looking at the King of the universe and saying, you know what? You're right on everything else except this. Like, what kind of a person do I think I am? Like, who does that? I already said it. Forgiveness doesn't make any sense to me. I know what I deserve, and it is not forgiveness. But God also knows everything I deserve, and he knows everything that you deserve. And it is not forgiveness. At the core of forgiveness is love, and a love so great that it breaks all the rules of like what should happen. I don't deserve to be forgiven, and you know that you don't either. But yet, God forgives us, and he loves us in spite of that. You know, love is a pretty crazy thing, and it makes us do crazy things. You know, God tells us to love others as we love ourselves, and sometimes it's like, hey, that's a way out because I treat myself like dirt, so you're gonna get sneezed on today. And maybe for me it's to treat myself like I treat other people because I know for me I treat other people way better than I treat myself. And sometimes it's just remembering that, you know, I'm not God, and thank God for that. I'm not the one with the final say, he is, and I need to remember what it is that he says. And he actually chose to forgive me. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry I've been sick, and then I really didn't want to do this video, as you can tell. Please hit subscribe down below, and I promise there's going to be another video next week. This is for real this time. I mean it.